What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and we're going to talk about one of the little side events from doing your awakenings that you will get this week, and it has to do with the Sacred Workshop event. Now, we've technically finished out our awakenings a little bit early. We got to, where is it here? Where is it? We got to 600 points with just about like 90 something awakenings, but there's a little something we need to do just in case we don't want to spend on this event, and really if we want to max it out anyway. We want to get all the Dauntless Sacred Treasures. So that means I have to do 9 more awakenings. I'm going to do that with you guys right now. You never know. We might hit something absolutely crazy good. We don't really have many good copies to awaken. Oh lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It feels bad kind of to do that, but they are free. We're going to do 9 awakenings. It's probably all garbage. Yeah, as I thought, all garbage. Well, okay. That was a little bit of a pleasant surprise. I'm not going to feed you two off because I need to build some Norn Hags off. But that does get us a couple of things, including this very last Dauntless Sacred Sword. So we now have this treasure ready to be built up. Actually, you know what? I think I had some other stuff I needed to get going from last week, maybe. Nope, I guess this is it. So we got the 1-star unlocked, but we have to go back and talk about this hero. Of course, we have a very strong version, and now that we did that, we can also increase the power of all of our heroes part of this event, because if you guys did not know, part of the treasure train is, wait for it, we need to go to series 1. When you get to certain thresholds, you get additional X levels, and because we just unlocked this, because we really haven't gone in that much on any of them in the series, we now get an additional 5 levels. When we get up to 5,000, it'll do it again, so on and so forth. So now we can upgrade our heroes going from 483 to basically 483. You're not getting a whole lot. You're getting some minimal gains on this for all your heroes. Oh man, it actually doesn't even feel like it is that impactful. So to be honest, if you guys don't get these things unlocked, don't stress about it too much. It's not that big of a deal. But we do have a lot of power gains on our account right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. We got that there. Natalia is the last one. But let's talk about Asmodel. We kind of looked at everybody there. We saw what this gave us as an upgrade. We have to remember, what does this hero actually do? And to be honest, going into the tree is probably one of the easier ways to do it. So let's start off with his active skill, Dauntless Smash. It is basically a damaging to backline enemies, reduces their armor and speed, which is kind of cool. Then after that, you get a chariot that deals additional damage. They have revenge stacks, all those fun things. When you do sublime it out, you increase your precision. For every 1 stack of revenge, it deals additional damage, and dealing damage to the target restores self HP. I think that's the biggest part about this active skill, is the heal portion, because let's be honest, he's not really a damage dealer nowadays. However, when we do go over to the treasure trade now, we're going to be kind of jumping back and forth all over the place to show you guys these things. We now have an upgrade to that, making it so that after he releases an active skill, Self has an 80% chance to additionally reduce the armor by 30% for enemies with lower armor than Self. Don't know how relevant that is in a lot of game modes. Well, it's really hard to tell who has what armor, but I guess maybe PvP it could be good. But then afterwards, it's going to just deal 400% attack damage to the target. Not a lot. Then deals damage equal to 4% of the target's max HP. That part could be a little impactful. Overall, going for the Sacred Sword, I don't necessarily think is something it's like you kind of have to do or anything, but the other items start to get a little better. Sacred Sword. Basic attack deals damage to frontline enemies, and then with additional damage equal to percentage of their blah blah blah, increases his control immunity. That used to be pretty big. Nowadays though, it's not nearly as impactful because we have so many other ways to get control immunity. Of course, we increase the all damage dealt, increase the duration of the control immunity, and additionally reduces the target speed. None of these are really big values, which is kind of why a hero like this nowadays feels weak, because not all of their abilities actually do anything impactful, I would say. I think I have to go back in. Yeah, it's so weird how you have to do this. Go over here. So next up, Weaponry of Valor enhancement. When basic attack hits a target, it reduces frontline enemies' armor by 10% for 2 rounds. That's actually kind of good here, especially since we're not using heroes like Drake and stuff really anymore, with a 50% chance to additionally reduce backline enemy armor by 10%. So again, a support type ability, nothing that's like crazy impactful, gonna make him overpowered, anything like that. Next up, Last Man Standing. This one is interesting because whenever an ally is killed, Asmodel the Dauntless has his HP restored 2 different times. This is why a lot of times, even when he's not one of the strongest on your account, he can still keep himself going. It also increases his all damage dealt by 18% and inflicts 2 stacks of revenge to the attacker. That one actually is pretty good. Beyond that, there's a 25% chance to get an additional stack of revenge, and then increases all allies except for himself, all damage dealt by 30%. So when your allies are dying, you're actually buffing your other heroes that are surviving, which is kind of nice that he can survive throughout the battle because he's continuously giving that bonus all damage dealt throughout the battle. But now we get a little bit of an upgrade to that, moving on to the third item here. Weaponry Valor. When an ally's HP is lower than 50% for the first time, restores all allies' HP with 4% of their max, and increases their all damage dealt by 4% and all damage reduction by 4% for 2 rounds. Meanwhile, inflicts another layer of revenge on the entire backline of enemies. So this is actually kind of cool. The fact that the first time an ally drops below 50%, they get a little bit of heal across the entire team, which is nice since he's a support hero. Getting some sort of additional healing out of a hero actually does end up working out pretty good. And again, you can get more all damage dealt. I mean, technically, if everybody, like if all 6 drop below 50% from a hit, you're literally putting out 24% healing to everybody, and 24% all damage dealt, and 4% all damage reduction on top of getting the revenge stacks. That's actually pretty solid. So again, as a support hero in this situation, it's actually playing pretty well. Now, the last ability is one that I really like, the Valor's Guardian. At the beginning of the battle and end of each round, grants one ally with the lowest HP glorious support for 1 round. That effect increases their all damage reduction by 40%. Whenever the affected hero takes damage from active or basic skills, it inflicts 1 stack of revenge to them as well, and increases Asmodel's precision. That part, not really as big here. Glorious support additionally increases control immunity. Again, we have so much of that nowadays, you're hardly ever CC'd, but it does help. And then there's a 30% chance to grant glorious support to another ally with the lowest HP. So this can technically go on 2 of your allies. And I think the biggest part of it is a 40% all damage reduction. And especially if you're starting to use things like, you know, Cloak of Soaring Phoenix and stuff, we don't have capped out all damage reduction just yet. So it's kind of a neat thing to have as part of your team. When we do go back in here to the Weaponry of Valor of one more time here, we're going to show you the last item. This basically changes what your glorious support does on top of what it already does when granting it. If the target's current HP is actually lower than 50% of max, increases their all damage reduction provided by it by 5%. So it goes from 40 to 45, not a huge difference, but it's there. If the target's HP is lower than 30%, it's also going to increase the all damage reduction provided by another 7.5. So that's what, 12.5. And when an ally with glorious support is under a basic attack or takes damage from an active skill, if the attacker's armor is lower than self, which I don't know if it means him or his target, additionally reduces the target's attacker's control immunity. That has some pretty good synergy with a couple of heroes on our Lights Army. One of them is Sun Wukong. The other one is the new Oscar with the Dazzle effect. I've actually really enjoyed using Oscar on this. Beyond that, you're just getting attack and HP. Like the red ones aren't doing that much, but these are intriguing because remember, technically you can upgrade these all the way, and these can become very, very big damage reduction boost, control immunity boost. Like these numbers can actually go way up. Like if you take a look at this one, when the ally drops below 50%, they get a 12% heal on everybody, 12% all damage dealt, and 12% all damage reduction for 2 rounds. That actually, that's pretty impactful overall. This one here, basically gonna lower the armor by 30%, which is pretty cool. And then the active skill one, It doesn't change the percentage. It's still an 80%, but it reduces the armor by 100% for enemies with lower armor than self. That is interesting if you can somehow make that happen. Dealing damage, of course, is cool, but again, he's not really for damage dealing, so I don't necessarily think this one is necessary, but these treasures are here, and I think it actually made our team a little bit more powerful. I did go through and just do some smashing here today. We're in chapter 11 now. I got through like chapter 9 and 10 very, very easily today. We're in 11. We can go even further. We're just on one of those really annoying Gustin waves, which it is what it is. But I've really enjoyed the CC we get on our team between Great Sage Sun Wukong and the new Equipease Arbiter Oscar. I really love the fact that he can like just completely CC the enemies. I love how he has the energy oscillation on it. Really good addition to our team. Is he the top damage dealer? No, that's still going to be Vulcan. 483 million attack though versus 597. Not a huge distance behind, and I haven't even finished setting up his entire household. So we'll get that done. He'll probably gain like another 20 million attack. He'll probably be in the 500 range as well. And then we'll have two super powerful heroes. We kind of have the wrong star soul on him too, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think about these new treasures, and I'll see you guys next time.